So Brandon, this is for your eyes only while you're playing D. Um, so this game is going to be kind of like an open world 2D exploration game, where uh, is the player's race is down to almost extinction. They once had a bunch of planets that they owned, but now it was overrun by another enemy force, which is not named yet. So right now, all I have is this one little galaxy floating out in space. So let's go into that galaxy. So this is the galaxy. It's really loud. This is the home planet for the player. This is where the player lives. Kind of looks like Earth, you know, whatever. Um, Over here is the galaxy map. These planets over here, where the player is, and this is the player on the obviously this is the player. These other planets around the sun can be explored. I don't know how to get rid of that. There we go. So they can be explored. Um, Still have to design the levels. They're going to be 2D side scrollers or you know top bottom exploration, gathering resources to rebuild the colony. Um, this is your energy up here. Ooh, don't want to get hit by those. Those are called novas. The novas, two novas just collided. Uh, Novas take away one health. They're randomly spawned in. There's a 10, like every 30 seconds, there's a 10% chance of a nova appearing around the screen and coming towards the player. But you can dodge them. They're not really seeking the player. But as for the other planets, um, you have this speed and you have hyperdrive. Hyperdrive obviously wastes more energy. Okay, so this is one planet over here. Obviously, it's closer to the sun, so it's going to be hotter. Um, there's going to be temperature gauges put into the game, which is easy. Now let's go to this planet over here. Hopefully I don't run out. Yes, big level. I love big levels. This is another planet. It's gonna be gassy and oh, see, got hit by a nova. Lost some health. Um, let's go find an enemy. Let's put an enemy. Let's see, enemy spacecraft. There's one right here. Let's put them near the player, and I'll show you what the enemy does. Nope, I grabbed something else. What did I grab? So bear with me for a second. So there's the enemy ship. I'll put them in the screen right here. Show you what happens. There's a proximity around the player where the enemy. Right now, the enemy doesn't react to me, but if I get close enough, he will actually start chasing me. Um, doesn't have the opportunity to shoot. I haven't given him that stuff yet, but I can. So I'm going to shoot him, and out pops a little space guy. He just floats there in space. You can hit him, move him around all you want. You have the option to uh, press the Q key, which abducts him and actually puts the abduction counter up here, or press the E key and gives your vehicle energy. So let's abduct him and get some energy. Blood comes out. You basically killed him. Brought energy to your ship. Now I'll show you the abduction method. This basically puts him in a little pod thing, and he's just floating there, and puts one on your abduction counter. And then you can abduct as many people as you want, or creatures, whatever the hell they are, and then bring them back to your home planet and drop them down. And then you can use them as resources. Like, I don't think I want the player to start off with a hyperdrive right away. So maybe build a hyperdrive, um, yes, this is kind of sounding like No Man's Sky type of deal. Um, it kind of is. It kind of isn't, because you're essentially trying to rebuild your race and your population. Hidden agenda in the game is you can actually, when when you think you're done with a planet, you can destroy it. And once you destroy all your planets, you can essentially destroy the entire galaxy and make your race the superior race of outer space. Essentially, that's the whole premise of the game. So yeah, the only planet you will not destroy is this one, your home planet. Everything else, you can destroy these planets, and once these planets are destroyed, you can blow up the sun, destroy the galaxy, and do all that whatnot. Really simple concept. Obviously, the last time we talked, 2 days after we talked about putting the Ghost Hunting Simulator on hold, 2 days later I started thinking about this concept. It's easy. I did all this in a week, so did all the art myself. So we have no worries about art whatsoever because 2D games are really easy. It's just essentially just grabbing an image offline and then making it your own by tracing it out and then putting your own twist on the image. Hence this little alien finger. I got offline. Essentially what I did, I traced it and then just did all the shadowing and stuff. Same thing with this little dude up here. They're not the exact copies. I made sure of that, so nobody can go around and punish us for copyright. So they are different in a sense. These planets I did make myself. I didn't take any of the images. These little UFOs, the UFO I actually designed. Spacecraft, the enemy spacecraft, I got the outline, but I designed the insides. The supernovas I made myself. The lightning bolt obviously I made myself. The text that I got for the game, royalty free. Made sure I went through all the licensing, and it's good to go. They're not looking for any money. They just want to be helpful. That's all they want. As for, I think that's it. Everything else is pretty self-made. The background was self-made through GIMP. It's just basically adding noise to a black background, and the level is humongous. I don't think I can do anything. Zoom in. No, all I can do is zoom in. Oh, got hit by another Nova. Yeah, Novas can be a pain in the ass. Like if I was to set, because right now it's at a 30-second. Let me see what they're at. The Novas are at a 30-second interval for trying to spawn an object. So that's 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds, there's a 10% chance of a Nova appearing. So that's what that is. And I even tested this. I put it on 0.2 seconds. This is what it looks like. It's going to be like, so the Novas do explode on any impact, but when they touch the player, you lose health. They do destroy themselves sometimes. And obviously, I didn't make it so the player can die. So this is the new concept I want to go with. It's going to be easy. It's going to be a fast-paced development cycle. Like I said, this whole thing that I just made a week or two. So I'm almost done with the whole galaxy. I just got to put a few enemies, some random checkpoints so the character can like repair stations that just randomly float in outer space. Some motherships of the enemy where there's more enemy ships that respawn in that area and chase the player, and you'll have to fight them, and then you can choose whether or not you want to abduct them or use them as energy for your ship, which sometimes you're going to have to because you're going to run out of energy quick if you constantly use the hyperdrive. Go. So, yep. Let me know what you think. Seems to be the key to getting one published title. What I need from you is your creative writing skills and come up with a story for this entire game. So while I'm doing the art and the programming, which is simple, I don't need to rely on waiting for art assets. I can just simply just go and make them myself, and then put them in the game and do all that and do particle effects, and lighting effects and all that whatnot. Let me know what you think. Give me a call, message me,